I opened up the opportunity to ask me a question, and then someone asked me a really good question, and the question was, I'm reading it right now, Facebook. They say it takes money to make money. Explain how you got to where you're at. Did you work for it, have an investor, a wealthy family, and what's advice to upcomers taking it to the next level? And it's kind of like 2-3 different parts of it. First part of it, of course, is my love for music, and just practicing, writing, just doing everything to get better. So that helped get me to the point where I started to take it serious. But I would say, like, as far as taking it really, really serious, that didn't really happen until let's see, probably about 2007, 2008 is when I took it really serious. And it was kind of just one of those things where I'm pretty sure nobody, really thought I could do it at all. People supported me, people would, sometimes listen to my music when I would show it to them, but, I'm not gonna lie, my music wasn't as good before, but in my brain, it wasn't that I thought it was better than what it was just I knew that whatever was wrong with it, I could fix. But you can't fix things without doing it and messing up. You have to fail before you can ever succeed. And a lot of the songs I did, there were some fails, and it's funny because I got damn near every song I ever did on my computer, but I never listened to them. I just have them, it's like a pack rap. But since 2008, the last 3-4 years, it's just been kind of like every day, just in the studio, doing this, doing that, making music, making songs, and I don't just sit there and crank out song after song after song. I'll be in the studio doing other things, writing, collaborating, anything, and networking. But as far as my songs go, I don't just force myself to make songs. So I think that's what benefited me, is I let the music come out naturally. All the songs that I have, and the songs that I'm really proud of, are songs that just develop. Sometimes there's a song I did, it's probably one of my best ones, and I did it in like 30 minutes or an hour. But then there's another song, which is also one of my better songs, where I spent like weeks planning it, listening to the beat in my car and coming up with ideas, and then finally putting it down. So it just depends on that level. And as far as the money situation, the only thing I could say I had was a job, and I was able to pay for a computer, which actually my first studio laptop when I was serious about music, my dad had bought it back in high school for me. So it was like, one of those Acer laptops, one of those entry-level ones. And I bought a mic, and I bought a preamp, and the studio programs, thank God that there's the internet where you can get programs, VST programs, because that's another more important thing. Not only when you're making music, you have to be able to convey your ideas and your visualization onto that song. So I hear a lot of people's songs, and they're like, me as a critic, I can tell it's a good song, but I can't hear it. You know what I mean? You have to take time to get your mix right. And I'm not just talking about mix like a clean mix, like, that you can turn the volume up and it won't be scratchy. I'm talking about, reverb and little echoes and doubles and panning your audio so that the listener, when they hear it, they see what you saw. So I think that's what benefited me a lot, because my mom always taught me to always be mindful of other people, and it's crazy because I'm really, really mindful of other people because of that. So in turn, I'm very mindful of the listener and how they're gonna perceive it. And what else is into this question? Lately, as you might know, my music, it traveled along and traveled and traveled, and it landed in the hands of my label, which is Top Notch Music, and Marv Mack, and he got it by way of a big entertainment lawyer who also, by the way, got it from independent A&R. And basically, now I do have investors, or you could technically say investment. This is my label. He's invested into me, into my music, and he believes in my music. And so now, it's not exactly like autopilot. I still have work to do, and I'm still busy. But it's definitely, it's not one of those things where if I'm sleep all day, nothing gets done, because something's gonna get done. But anyway.
Daddy, you look at my baby boy.
That's my son. But I don't know what he wants yet, but I'm about to get up to find out. And to the upcoming artists, there's 3 things that you should remember. Number 1 is, it doesn't matter who believes in you, who doesn't believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to do anything. And that's a guarantee. Basically, you got to understand as an upcoming artist that even people that listen to your music sometimes, they probably don't believe in you. So you got to believe in yourself. Don't look to them for any type of strength or anything. Just look to them as as ears that listen to your music. The second thing is money. It does take money to make money. It doesn't take a lot of money, but you definitely have to think about things. Instead of waking up trying to get some Jordans or phone posits, take that $100, $200, get yourself a better microphone, or get some better VST programs, or get some studio time, or learn how to do your own studio, which one of my main benefits is I record myself. I don't need anybody. I just need a beat from a producer. The third thing is to stay busy. If you're not in the studio, if you're not performing, if you're not networking, if you're not blogging, vlogging, anything, if the majority of the time you're not in music, doing musical things, you're not gonna get anywhere. That's just a fact, So it's like a diet. If you're not eating good foods, then you're not on a diet. If you're not in the studio, then you're not in the studio. So don't talk about being in the studio unless you're in the studio. And I say that's about it.
Ain't nobody